Are you lazy and procrastinated, or just tired, burnt out, and bored? Maybe the thing that you think you want to do is not really what your heart desires. Maybe it's something completely different. Now, if you want to find your motivation and your direction without wasting time, grab your free life map below where I'll teach you how to design, build, and live a life that you love. Look, I'm so disciplined, I think to myself after putting my phone down a second ago, because I was tired, I was bored, I didn't want to keep working. The timing of this happening is a little bit ridiculous because I know I'm disciplined, but I still get tempted to grab my phone and distract myself and take myself away from what I'm supposed to be doing. So why am I procrastinating? Well, there was a toilet break that turned into a phone break, and as soon as I put my phone down, I happened to be working on this script that I'm talking through now, and half an hour I was ready to stop working. I had done almost enough for the day, but it wasn't really what I wanted to get done. I feel like I'm forcing myself to push through something right now. And at the same time, I'm still kind of in flow. Now, why is that? Well, we all get distracted and procrastinate at times. That's just how it works. So you got to accept that and just factor it into whatever you're doing. You're never going to be able to get it perfect. If I have a 5-minute break every hour, it's not going to distract me and take me away from everything that I'm trying to do. Let's say there's 55 minutes of high quality focused work in there. If I need to have a break for 5 minutes and just kind of switch my brain off and reset, that's fine. I can do that. You're allowed to do that. A 30-minute break, that's probably going to be more like avoidance or procrastination, because a 30-minute break can turn into not doing anything or waiting 3 or 4 hours until you actually get started. So your next step is make sure you prioritize what's important to you. Do you really want to be doing that thing with that person? If it's a priority, you'll make it happen. If it's not a priority, you're not going to make it happen. For me today, I wanted to film a bunch of videos, so I'm filming a bunch of videos. It's not going as well as I would have liked. I don't know why, but I'm doing it anyway. It's my priority, so I'm doing that thing first thing when I'm most focused, when I have as much energy as possible. Generally, first thing in the morning, that's what works for me. So I try to put my highest priority job, my focused work, right in that first part of the day. And then I know that I'm going to be as effective as possible, as efficient as possible, and I'm going to be my best self. I'm going to have as much energy as I can possibly have. So that's my priority. I'm going to make sure I get that done. Even if I don't get anything else done for the rest of the day, it doesn't matter. So what do you need to prioritize in order to be able to get done whatever you need to get done? Number 3, you've got to make sure you schedule this in and then stick to it. As I said, I'd already decided that I'm doing filming this morning. First thing. So I get up, I set up everything. I put it all in the right spot and I just start working. I start going. If it doesn't work in flow, no problem. I just get going until the flow happens. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others. Sometimes ready to go off the bat. But you just don't know. Look, we all have times when we are most focused and we can do our best work then. So you've got to know exactly when that time is and then figure out how you can prioritize doing your most important job right there. Because if you can do that, that's when you're going to get as much done in the shortest space of time. You're going to put your best work out. You're going to have the most energy. That's when you're going to get it all. Like that, you hit your sweet spot. You hit your flow. There's also going to be times when you've got something fun to do and you need to be organized in order to be able to do that or plan that and make all of that stuff work. Sometimes there's a lot of preparation you have to do. Sometimes you have to plan it in advance and schedule all of these other things in order to be able to make it work. Book it in early. Or you've got too many other things going on. Well, how do you set that up so that you have success? If you've got too many other things to do before that fun thing, well, maybe you need to kind of cut back a little bit. Stop trying to do as many things. I used to be that person where I would try and do as many things as possible and just one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And then I felt like I was always rushing rushing around to get to the next thing, to complete that thing, to do that next thing. I cut it back, and now it's much easier for me to focus. I've got one thing to focus on, or instead of 8 things, I might only do 3 things, but I'll do those 3 things really well. And that allows me to relax and be in a good state for when I'm actually doing whatever I'm doing. I get to be present. I get to show up as my best self rather than just being there and doing the thing. So if you're procrastinating, you probably don't want to do that thing. Maybe it's time to choose something else or realign your priorities. It's up to you to figure out what is going to work for you. So is the procrastination just a distraction from what you really want to do, or is it something that is completely foreign to what really lies in your heart as, hey, yeah, I want to do that. I really want to do that thing. If you don't have the motivation, the drive to really get that thing done, to put the time, effort, and energy into that, maybe that's not the thing for you. Now, if you want to win this year, grab your free life map below, where I will coach you for the next 28 days on how to design, build, and live your ideal lifestyle. Click on the link below. I'll see you on the inside.